So this week our focus has been all about this reception room. It is such a beautiful room. It's got these big bay windows, the sunshine just floods in, and it's been waiting a long time to get its transformation and its makeover. And finally this week we have started. So you can see behind me all the furniture has been moved into the middle of the room and we've started painting. So I'm going to update you today and share with you what we've been doing with the paintwork. I also have a very exciting update on our mural, and I'm going to introduce you to a few furry friends that have made their way into our mural and have now got a home here at Ladysmith Manor. And it's getting very, very close to the big reveal. So I'm going to share with you where we are with the mural. And so let's go and see what we've been up to with our painting of this room. It is time to say goodbye to this wallpaper. And although it's actually quite pretty, we decided that we're just going with a plain wall on here because of our beautiful mural. So today I'm going to be taking this off and getting it ready to be painted. I think that's the easiest wallpaper I've ever removed. It literally just came off in sheets. I almost could use this again, but now the wallpaper's off and the wall is there. I can now start working on my green because we're going to be doing the off-white paneling all the way around the bottom half of the room, and obviously the walls are green and I don't want that green to show through, so I'm going to put a color blocker on first on that bottom half, let that dry, and then I can start my 2 coats of the off-white for the paneling. And then we are going to get the top half painted as well, but I feel like I'm making a little bit of progress in here. The color blocking primer does not look pretty. It looks very, very patchy when you put it on, but it does the trick. And it stops any of that green bleeding through onto my off-white. And it makes such a difference to see this bottom half of the wall so much lighter. It really changes the feel in the room. So I'm excited to see it once I've got the top coat on. And the nice thing is I actually really like this green, and the top part of this wall is going to be a very, very similar green. So we're actually not changing a lot in terms of the color at the top. But obviously the off-white at the bottom will really brighten the room as well. So today I know you're waiting for an update on our mural. So I wanted to introduce you to some furry friends that have now made their home in the manor on our mural. And you'll see behind me these amazing geese that Jackie painted. And she has added them to the sky in the mural, and they're just so perfect. I just love them. They are exactly what you would see when you look up into the sky in Dorchester. And so they've been added here, and we have another little furry friend just over here. And this is a little squirrel. And we're gonna have to think of a name for our squirrel. Maybe we'll do a little contest or something and ask you to name our squirrel. But yeah, the squirrel's been added to the tree. I just love him. He is so adorable. And there's gonna be more. So Peggy and Jackie are gonna be adding a few more furry friends tomorrow. So you'll have to wait till next week to see what they're gonna be. And we're also gonna add a few in that are hidden. So you have to search for them. And I'm sure Jackie and Peggy are gonna paint them, and I'm gonna have to search for them first. But you'll have to come and visit us at the manor sometime and come and see if you can find our furry friends that are hiding. But we are so close to being finished. Like, we think that tomorrow will be the last day of work on this mural. There's more to come because we're actually adding another mural in another place in the manor. So that will start in a few weeks' time. But hopefully next week we can do the big reveal and show you. So I'm not going to show you too much today because I don't want to give too much away. I'm going to leave it for a surprise for next week. But I wanted to introduce you to our little furry friends because they went on to the mural this week, and it's so exciting. So stay tuned next week, and you will then be able to see the finished mural. So my color blocking primer is now dry, and so now comes the fun part of starting to put the first coat of my actual paint on. And I'm actually using this really lovely off-white, it's called Ivory Palace. And it's one of my favorites because it's got a slight creaminess to it, but it's not yellow, and it hasn't got too much of a yellow undertone. And it's one of my favorite off-whites that I use. And I think it's gonna be perfect in here because I want this space to feel warm and cozy, but also clean. So I think this kind of warm off-white is going to be the perfect option for it. So while I'm waiting for my first coat to dry, I've just pulled out the paints that I'm going to be using for the top of the wall and the ceiling. And I've chosen a really pretty green for the top. Now it's actually quite similar to the green that's already there, but it's going to have a little bit of a difference. So this beautiful green is going to be perfect, and it's going to go really beautifully with this creamy off-white that we've used on the bottom. And then we decided that we wanted to do something on the ceiling that really gave the ceiling a bit of a pop. So we've chosen a much more muted green. It's got the kind of undertones of this pigeon green that I'm using, but it's much softer, and it will just give a little bit of contrast to the ceiling, but still keep it quite light because we want to keep this room. It's got so much beautiful sunlight that comes through the windows. I want to keep it as light and airy as I can, but this will give a nice contrast to the off-white trim that we have, and then really make those period features, the ceiling rose and the crown molding really pop. So I think these are going to be a perfect combination to go on the walls and the ceiling. So I am going to be working on that over the next week, so you'll have to come back next week to see where I've got to with my painting the top of the walls and the ceiling. Sometimes you just need to feel the sun on your skin, and it's such a beautiful day today. The sun is out. I thought I would come out here and just have a few minutes enjoying my tea and just enjoying the rays of sun on my face, and it just feels so good. And it reminds me of the summer market last year. So if you were here, you'll remember it was a beautiful sunny day, and it was just glorious. And so if you haven't got that in your calendar for this year, our second annual summer market is this July, the 16th and 17th. It's going to be bigger and better than last year. We cannot wait. You'll see all the details and information on tickets in the next month or so, and they'll be released. But we're so looking forward to it, and we can't wait to see you here. And if you're enjoying our videos, don't forget to jump over to our YouTube channel, the Ladysmith Manor Diaries, and subscribe, because we want to make sure that you see every video that we put out, and that you're the first to know when we have a new one. So make sure you subscribe so you get that information. And I guess I need to go back to painting. I'm really enjoying the sun though. It's kind of sun, paint, sun, paint. Maybe I'll stay out here a bit longer. But I'll see you here next week for our next episode of the Ladysmith Manor Diaries.